All right, you know what? Here we go. I'm going to make a bold statement. Michael, I'm going to make a bold statement today. Bold statement. Here we go. If Joe Biden is sworn in on January 20th, 2021, and he completes a 4-year term, actually completes a 4-year term, I will retire. I will retire at the end of that term. That will be it. I will disappear in just over 4 years. 4 years and about a month and a half. That'll be it. That's how convinced. I will just disappear from public life altogether. I will delete all of my accounts, and then you'll never hear from me again. That's how convinced I am that it ain't gonna happen. He will not be president for 4 years. He either won't be president at all because of the election fraud and all that kind of stuff.
It's kind of weird because, like, a lot of people turn to conservatism because, you know, Big Tent, right? Of all the worst kinds of ideas and stuff. And they alienate themselves from their friends and family, and then they build a new community amongst these, like, radical right-wingers. Dave Rubin is the only person who has alienated himself from his friends and family and then literally did not make a single fucking friend in the conservative movement. There is no driving factor, no driving force for Dave Rubin and his conservatism aside from just, like, making some money.
Which, by the way, is gaining momentum. We're not even really covering it that much today, but it is actually gaining momentum. And Giuliani was at a hearing in Arizona today. They found some really bizarre stuff with these these late night 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. votes.
Also, in order for your career to be over as a threat, like, even though that sounds like a hopeful promise, but you would need to have a career to begin with. And I think your career ended as soon as, Jordan Peterson was no longer touring and you couldn't open for him. It's got to be really sad that, like, he tried to first get on the Larry King train. Larry King doesn't respect him. Okay? Dunked on him directly to his face. Then he tried to jump the Jordan Peterson wagon, and Jordan Peterson just cashed out and fucking ruined his life. And the only reason why people would even take him seriously, the only reason why people would even, like, talk to him during that period where he was, like, Jordan Peterson's, like, open mic guy was literally so they could reach Jordan Peterson. Like, they would just... Like, even Joe Rogan had him on because of his love for Jordan Peterson. And it's got to be super sad that, like, only people who you consider to be allies of yours do not respect your humanity. Like, they just straight up say it to your face that they would not go to your gay wedding anniversary, that they would not bake you a cake. Like, these are the people that Dave Rubin has surrounded himself with. The shows that he goes on, the fans are literally like, why do you have this gay Jew on? You know, and then he's like, he has to constantly act like, oh my God, you sure seem to have, there sure seems to be a lot of anti-Semites in here. That's kind of crazy. It's like, dude, how is that shocking after the 11th Christian far-right show you've been on? Like, they literally are homophobic and they're anti-Semitic.
Dumps. I think in Pennsylvania, Rand Paul was tweeting about it this morning. I mean, there's just some stuff going on, but I do not think that one way or another, Joe Biden will not be president. All right, here we go, people. Joe Biden's the president of the United States. Okay, it's okay.
Womp womp. This is worse than Hannity saying he'd try waterboarding. This is so good.
I know it feels weird. I know a lot of you watching this did not want this to happen. I think some people thought a Kraken was coming. Here we are. I just think that right now, like on a day like today, I'm not thrilled, obviously. And by the way, the dictator got in his helicopter and I think went to his hotel in Florida. They toppled the dictator. He's, sitting at Mar-a-Lago right now eating shrimp cocktail. They got rid of the evil dictator who forgot to kill a lot of people and didn't get us into any war.
Yeah, he didn't get us into any new wars, continued the old ones, and also killed 400,000 Americans without getting us into a new war. So that's pretty fucking remarkable. So there's that. But yeah.
I know it's sort of sucky at some level if you believe the things that I believe, but I think that there are, or not even if you believe the things that I believe, if you sort of ballpark have a sense of the world that's similar to my sense of the world, then you're not thrilled with what's going on right now. You think that maybe Facebook was possible?
Holy shit, that's a terrible take, lol. Ooh, I hope he's got some juicy comments. Oh, following since only 41 minutes ago. Wait, no. Oh, he followed and unfollowed. This guy is doing whatever gets him more subs. Pandering to shitty politics is what gets the job done. HasanAbi, that's a terrible reason. Guy pulls in 150K a month. Minimum is socialist hilarious. Not jealous. You're just a hypocrite. Finally figuring out the issue with equity. It's required in Canada. It works just fine. Give me a break. Terrible argument. Literally all the developed nations require a voter ID. There's the racism. Get that racism going. It was all over the news in 2016 for the Democrats. Take a look back at 2016. It's called capitalism, figuring out the benefits of capitalism. The drama queen at it again. The fucking videos you're showing don't know what the fuck they're talking about. The minimum wage is not supposed to be a living wage. This guy's with lazy fucks, no skills, who want money for free. How about you get some fucking skills? Holy shit, that's a terrible take. Oh my god. Oh, he's a Jordan Peterson fan. That's definitely from the Jordan Peterson day. Love it, dude. That's not a sock account. It was created in 2014. That guy is like the genuine brain dead person. My favorite type of fucking idiot is like, oh, that's a bad take. It's like, well, maybe you should address why it's a bad take. Have you thought about that? No. You haven't thought about that because you have no fucking argument. That's why you only resort to saying it's a bad take. I will not address why it's a bad take. Do not ask me why it's a bad take. I will not address it. I will just simply state that it's a bad take. Okay?
I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist. I don't want to get banned from YouTube. But do you think that maybe they might have manipulated some information over the last couple of years? Do you think that that's remotely possible to stop the Nazis and Hitler? Do you think they might have done that? They might have done that, yeah. And I'm going to also try...
You learned it from watching you? Brother, if I just simply stated that something was a bad take without responding to exactly why it was a bad take by going on a 25-minute tangent, I think this community would be much happier so we can move along with fucking videos. You know that, right? There's a meme related to how I can't let go of a point by just saying it's a bad take and moving on, and literally telling you by drawing historic comparisons and telling you exactly precisely why it's a bad take, and then also calling you a brain dead idiot while I do that, and then having everybody focus on just the part where I said brain dead idiot and go, ad hominem, I win, like I am doing currently, literally right now. I wish this guy had more to say, though. I want to see. I want to
talk a little bit less about Trump, but just two quick things on Trump, because I am going to talk about him a little bit less. He put his hand across the table, and Melania's hand was on the table, and he touched her hand, and he said, honey, what do you think about this? And then I told her what I said. Okay, so it's sort of like a perfect Trump story. But I tell you that not because of the story, or to tell you that I think I was right about the Bloomberg thing, more so that he touched her hand and called her honey, and it was just sort of a pleasant moment. And the reason I'm even mentioning that is because maybe all of the people in media and politics are not as big cartoonish clowns as we purport them to be. Talk about what happened today, which is the inauguration of Joe Biden. He's been sworn in. He is the president of the United States. Kamala Harris is now the vice president of the United States. Okay, some photos here. That's the God, it's depressing. Funny thing to me about Gaga, putting aside, I mean, lady, ease up on the fillers, is that she sort of was this like born this way monster, different. Her whole thing was about you being you, be different. And all she really wanted to do at the end was just like suck up to power, like just be one of the things in the machine. Anyway, I don't particularly care about the Gaga. Okay, so I got some numbers here. So Bill Clinton did 364 executive actions. George W. Bush did 291, so a little bit less. Obama did 276, a little.
Wait. Does he not see the fucking years? Where is he reading that from? Does he not realize that Donald Trump, with the same rate, I mean, executive orders per year? What? Oh, no. Did he just go to the Wikipedia page and just look at total executive orders without thinking that, like, oh, wait, these are all two-term presidents? Oh, no, dude.
A little bit less, and Trump actually did the least, 218. Now I'm feeling good. I was a little somber at the beginning of this. I'm feeling real good.
Dude, that's so bad. Oh God, it's fucking awesome, dude. Whenever people call me a fucking grifter, I'm like, I really just, if I was a grifter.
That's a little intimidating, I'm not gonna lie.
If I was a grifter, you know how fucking easy it is to just grift for the conservatives? Like, you literally do not have to put any effort or thought into it. Just say you're a conservative and liberals are wrong and they're wrong and they're gay. That's all you got to do. And then immediately, dude, you will be able to develop a following. Like, look at Tim Pool. He straight up says, like, yeah, left wing destroyed. He straight up says, like, he said there's going to be a 49 state sweep, brother.